Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for the chance that given to me. I am representative of Fantastic Group. Introduce myself. My name is Nur Marwinda Ridwan as presenter. So right now I would like to present about Maxim, Cooperative, and Implicature. Okay, the first is about Maxim. Part A. Definition of Maxim. A maxim is a brief statement that contains a little pitch of wisdom or a general rule of behavior. Maxims are sometimes written by a single author, for example, in the form of philosophical quotation. When a maxim has no specific author, it becomes a kind of proverb, something that just emerges from the culture and survives because people use it, not because any specific person writes it in a book. Part B. Maxim or speech. There are four speech of maxim, such as the first is quantity of maxim, where one tries to be as informative as one possible can and give as much information as is needed and no more. The second is quality of maxim, where one tries to be truthful and does not give information that is false or that is not supported by evidence. The third is presentation of maxims, where one tries to be relevant and say things that are pertinent to the discussion. The fourth is manner of maxims, where one tries to be as clear, as brief, and as orderly as one can in what one says, and where one avoids obscurity and ambiguity. Let's see examples of maxim. For example, Wani, where are the books, Winda? Winda, they are on the table in the hall. The example above shows that Winda has answered clearly or manner, and truthful or quality, has given just the right amount of information or quantity, and has directly addresses one is well in asking the question or presentation. She has said precisely what she meant, no more and no less. The other example is Nahwi. Do you have brother Ida? Wahidah? Yes, I have. My brother now is going in Makassar. Someone may also float the maxim of quantity, such as the example above. Wahidah does not answer the Nahwi's question professionally. The second is about cooperative. Part B. Definition of cooperation. Cooperation can be understood as an essential factor when speaker and listener are interacting. In other words, it is the expectation that the listener has towards the speaker. The speaker is supposed to convey true statement and say nothing more than what is required. Part E. Principle of cooperative. There are four principles of cooperative, such as the first is the idea that people cooperative with each other in conversing is generalized by Grich 1975. The second is the speaker is cooperative and intends to communicate something. The third is that something must be more than what the words mean. And the last is it leads to implicature. F. Examples of cooperative. For example, Linda, how do you like your steak food? Wani, medium well please. Linda contributes what is relevant for the purpose of the conversation, not irrelevant like I like steak very much or what nice weather. The other example is Wahidah, when are you coming to class, Nahwi, in 5 minutes. The example shows that Nahwi provides Wahidah with sufficient information. Nahwi answered Wahidah's question briefly and clearly. However, the answer is quite correct and relevant for the questioner or Wahidah. The third is about implicature. Part J. Definition of implicature. Implicature is a technical term which refers to what is subject in an endurance, even talk neither express nor strictly implicit. Part 8. Types of Implicature. There are two types of implicature. The first is conversational implicature. Includes cooperative principle under the assumption that speaker want to cooperate. We tend to draw conclusion from what is said. There are three kinds of conversational implicature. The first is generalist implicature. The sentence that is not related much from the context given and commonly triggered by independent articles. The second is particular implicature. Relies much on the context given the sentence. And the last is scholar implicature, using certain kind of degrees to the term and utterance given in the sentence or spoken language. The second of types of implicature is convenience implicature. The sentence sometimes give contents on the opposite of one another in order for the speaker to give certain meaning inside the sentence. Part I. Examples of implicature. For example is, Wani is meeting a man this morning. The man Wani is meeting this morning is not father or her brother. The other example is, Nahwi is short but he is strong. In the case we try to give the fact about Handy that he is strong person, but at the same time we want to say that he is strong man, in order for him to get certain respect from the speaker. And the last example is, Wahidah had some tufels book in my home. Because the scale in the middle meaning that they only have purpose 3 or 4 of tufels book, not all of the series. And the last, I want to give benefits to all material about Maxim, Cooperative, and Implicature. The benefit of learning Maxim, Cooperative, and Implicature is that we can respect each other by providing information or answer according to other people's questions. In addition, the benefits in everyday life are also that both parties can understand what the meaning of what they convey, so that there is good communication. That's all explanation about Maxim, Comparative, and Implicature. I think enough. Please forgive me if you find a lot of mistakes. Thank you very much for this attention. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.